Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Puja Silvana. In this video, I am going to talk about three important topics in English grammar: conditional sentences, direct and indirect speech, and gerunds. I will explain them step by step with clear examples. Part 1: Conditional sentences. So, what is a conditional sentence? Basically, it's a sentence that talks about a condition and the result of that condition. Usually, it uses of the word if. There are three common types and each one has a different meaning. Type 1: Real situation. First, let's talk about situations that are real and possible. We use this type when something can actually happen, especially in the future. For example, if I study hard, I will pass the exam. This means there is a real chance I will pass, but only if I study. Another example, if it rains, I will stay at home. Move to type 2. What if we talk about something that is not real, something imaginary? This is where the second type comes in. Type 2: Unreal present. We use this when the situation is not true now or just imagination. For example, if I were rich, I would buy a big house. In reality, I am not rich. So this is just imagination. Move to type 3. What if we want to talk about something in the past, something that didn't happen, and maybe we regret it? Type 3. This type is used for past situation that that are already finished and cannot be changed. For example, if I had studied, I would have passed the exam. This means I didn't study and I failed. Now that we understand how to express conditions and possibilities, let's move to another important topic: how we report what someone says. Part 2: Direct and indirect speech. When we talk about what someone said, we can do it in two ways: direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech means we repeat the exact words. Indirect speech means we report the meaning. Let's start with simple statements. For example, she said, "I'm tired." If we report it, we say she said that she was tired. Notice that the tenses change from present to past. What happens if the sentence is a question? Questions, for example, he said, "Where are you going?" We report it like this. He asked where I was going. Here's what changed. No question form, no do or does. It becomes a normal sentence. Now imagine someone is not asking but giving another comments. For example, the teacher said, "Close the door." We report it like this. The teacher told me to close the door. We use told plus object plus to plus verb, but sometimes it's not an order, it's applied request. Request, for example, she said, "Please help me." We report it like this. She asked me to help her. So here we use ask plus object plus to plus verb. So now we know how to report what people say. Next, let's talk about something a bit different but also very important in grammar. The last part, gerund. Let's move to gerunds. Gerund is a verb with ing, but it functions like a noun. It may look like a verb, but its job is like a subject or object. As a subject, for example, swimming is good for health. Here, swimming is the subject of the sentence. But gerunds are not only used as subject, they can also come after certain verbs. As an object, for example, I enjoy reading books. Here, reading is the object of the verb enjoy, and there is one more important use. After preposition, for example, she is good at singing. After preposition, like at, in, on, we always use gerund. So remember this. Gerund is verb plus ing but function as a noun. Finally, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.